Horrible. See what I can do there.
Welcome to Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. Just about halfway through the season and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Bowling Green Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Bowling Green head coach. He knows this is going to be a battle of strength against strength. Their rushing defense against a very potent rushing attack. That's where things will have to bend or break here at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Falcons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Still a lot of upside for this quarterback, and they're hoping he can reach his potential.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stretch a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. Out wide right, it's Hardy. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Sees a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just get him into a run.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt.
Okay.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Falcons offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, make plays when his opportunities show up.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on second down. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly.
Come on.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Oh,
that was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. Fields the punt. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Trying to squeak through the pile. There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Left side is Ford. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Got an alley. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woodside.
Ooh.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
He's going to do it. I took him out.
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
That's crazy. I don't understand what's going on. I literally did touch the segment. And I could sub him, but like, it's just
Got
really
it
going
behind the
doesn't take him
line. It's
out.
Hardy.
And I
Trying
pressed
to
that
hit
button.
him with a quick game on first
It
down,
subbed him for the
and
drive.
nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got out of trouble and throws.
Let's go.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
No.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Harris. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Needs it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on 4th down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just...
Sneaks it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Hits inside. It's Smith. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd and long here. Right back to it. And they swarm him under.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder.
Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. Trying to get started. Slips through the line. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Sutton. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide and
makes a grab and room to run. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The snap sets up to throw. One more shot before halftime. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
I don't think I did it in this game. But Heisman.
Start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, the Falcons head coach told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And the route is on.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm. Yeah,
or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Straight ahead, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Punt is in the air.
Oh, no.
Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Hardy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd and long right here. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he gets it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sells the run, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. There he goes to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Falcon. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Oh, where
to go on that one? He's going to lose 5. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Bought a little time, lets it go.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting him for him.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. The quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Out wide left, it's Woodyard. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Powers inside. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Falcons want to move quickly. Second down, going to throw it. Rush is on. Fakes the grab on the left. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Smith. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
No way. What the fuck?
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. On the move. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Touchdown, Falcons! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he puts through the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. They were all over it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding, winding its way toward a victory. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
All right. Five and 1, hopefully 6 and 1, hopefully. Then I get Georgia Tech. Hopefully we can do this. Watching.